What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for August 3rd, 2022. I'm your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining us right here on your Wednesday nights, wherever you may be. Now, guys, this was a great show. This was a fantastic AEW Dynamite before their Quake by the Lake episode that's going to be happening next week with Chris Jericho taking on Jon Moxley for the second time for the AEW World Championship. It's Jon Moxley versus Chris Jericho 2 at next week's Dynamite for the World Championship. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But guys, this show was fantastic. From top to bottom with the action going in, you saw what we are going to be building towards within the next few weeks. Eddie Kingston challenged Sammy Guevara for a match at All Out. Jungle Boy, he saved Matt Hardy from a concerto from Christian. There are a ton of things to look forward to on this show tonight. And you know what? I'm very happy about that. But the big story, the main story heading out of all of this was going to be the biggest angle heading into All Out, which is Adam Cole turning on the Young Bucks, turning on the Undisputed Elite, forming with Red Dragon once again. AEW Undisputed Era, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. This is going to be the biggest story heading into All Out because Kenny Omega could possibly be on the horizon. Hangman Adam Page helped tonight. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic storyline. Adam Cole, Red Dragon, you know, with those trios championships coming up with the tournament and everything like that, they're going to be a part of it. You know that possibly with Hangman rejoining the Elite, rejoining with the Young Bucks, that could be a trio for this trios tournament. Kenny could come back and join with the Young Bucks. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But that's what I love about this. That's what I love about this. And the thing is, Adam Cole, he talked about loyalty, right? He said that the Undisputed Elite, the Young Bucks, were the reason why he came to AEW. Obviously, by the way that things happened tonight, that's not how it really was supposed to be working out, because he aligned himself with his buddies from the Undisputed Era in the past at NXT. Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. The Undisputed Era is back together, but this time in AEW. And that right there, my friends, is going to be something to witness for sure. We had women on the show tonight in the first hour of AEW Dynamite, which is very rare, honestly, that we usually get the women in the first hour of AEW. But we had Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, who had matching outfits tonight, which was absolutely fantastic, taking on the team of Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm, Thunderstorm, as we all know them as. And the thing is, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter picked up the win. That was great. That was great. I loved the tag team match that happened tonight. Everything that happened on this show tonight was really, really good. I mean, from the top of the action with Orange Cassidy and Jay Lethal, that was a fantastically paced match. Orange Cassidy needs to get more respect in the world of pro wrestling because he knows what he is doing in there, especially with a guy like Jay Lethal, who we all know is a fantastic in-ring talent as it is. Jay Lethal worked with Orange Cassidy tonight, and it was absolutely phenomenal. All right, guys. You know, we're going to get right into it, but first of all, I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support that happened last night on the Panda Wrestling Company Network. The Panda Wrestling Company Network ended Tuesday night with Outside the Brand from 9 to 11, and I have to say that was probably one of the most positive our chat has been. Definitely, that's definitely been the most positive our chat has been. And at the end of the day, we loved doing it. I know I'm pretty sure Panda isn't watching this, but if somehow he does get a glimpse of this, I want to thank him personally. I want to thank him personally from the bottom of my heart, Phil here, and the rest of OTB. I think I can speak for everybody else, even though they're not here right now. We loved it. We loved every single second of it. The fact that you gave us the opportunity to be a part of that network, to be a part of the Panda Wrestling Company, for us being associates or whatever you really want to call it, it's an honor. It really is. And especially with the way that things are growing with the Panda Wrestling Company network on Twitch, with everybody's involvement, the fact that you asked us to even be a part of it, it's something truly special to me. And the thing is, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to be the podcast to mess this up for you, because you're the one that really wanted to bring WrestleTalk together into something like this. And it's just very important to us that we don't mess this up for you. So please, if you have any issues with the way that we kind of ran things, or the way that the show was structured, or something like it, any type of criticism, any type of constructive criticism, or hell, any type of criticism, it works. All right. Listen, we love this. We want to continue the brand, so to speak, no pun intended, with our show name and and what Michael Cole says at the top. But yeah, man, we appreciate it. We want to continue to support the Panda Wrestling Company in any way that we can, and we love it. So thank you so much again for having us. And we'd love to do it again. We are going to be doing it again this coming Tuesday on the Panda Wrestling Company network on Twitch, twitch.tv/Panda Wrestling Company at 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. All right, guys. We're going to get right into AEW Dynamite tonight. But before we do, I want to, again, thank you guys for stopping by the channel. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. And as a special little bonus there, I want you guys to comment in the comment section your favorite match of the night tonight. I want you to comment your favorite match of the night. And yeah, man, hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Let's try to get this to 15 likes for Outside the Brand's post-show review of AEW Dynamite tonight. And you know what, guys? Go get the merch. My bad. Go get the merch at bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. You guys can go get your coffee mugs, your tote bags, and any of the t-shirt designs that are exclusively on bonfire.com, the home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. We are slowly approaching 600 subscribers, which to me is still crazy. That's still crazy enough to even think about, but we're here. We're here and we're not going to stop. So subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, hit the like button, go get the merch, bonfire.com. You can use the code SS20 for 20% off your order on bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. All right, guys, let's get right into the show. We started things off, right? We started things off here in Columbus, Ohio, with the first match of the evening. Orange Cassidy taking on Jay Lethal. This was a fantastic match. From top to bottom, this was great. We had a commercial break in here, but that's because they gave them like a good 12, 13 minutes just to, get their bearings straight. And the thing is that they absolutely killed it. Jay Lethal is one of the best in the world that they have right now. Orange Cassidy needs to get some more respect on his name because of how underrated that kid is. Absolutely phenomenal stuff that we've seen there by Orange Cassidy and Jay Lethal. Absolutely fantastic stuff right there. And I'll be going over the final portion of the match right now. We come back from commercial break, as we see Lethal stopping the leg of Orange Cassidy. Lethal then hits a dragon screw leg whip on Cassidy from the second rope, and Cassidy then hits a stun dog millionaire on Lethal. Lethal then goes to the top rope, but Cassidy rolls away. Cassidy then hits a leaping DDT from the second rope onto Lethal to pick up a very close near fall. Cassidy then hits a beach break on Lethal and secures a near fall. Lethal then super kicks the knee of Orange Cassidy, and Lethal then hits the lethal injection, and Cassidy does lethal injection on Cassidy to secure a pinfall victory. Winner by pinfall, Jay Lethal, in about 12 minutes and 18 seconds. It was a good matchup there. Lethal is fantastic. We all know this. And like I said, Orange Cassidy, I know a lot of people don't really like him because of the comedy stuff that he usually brings to the table. But when he can get serious, he can get serious. And that's what happened here tonight. He had a sense of urgency tonight. And the thing is, even in the loss, you saw the sense of urgency that he had within him. And he was going to try to do anything that he could. But the thing is, that knee was just banged up. And that was the story of the match. Orange Cassidy's knee. So Jay Lethal took advantage of it, and he got the win 1-2-3 in about 12 minutes and 18 seconds. After the match, Sanjay Dutt, Satnam Singh, they come to the ring as they were barred from ringside during the match. Lethal then says that Wardlow wanted to protect his new best friend, Orange Cassidy. Lethal then tells Wardlow to come out here because he's going to break Cassidy's leg. The best friends then come out, followed by Wardlow, and Sanjay says that Lethal isn't going to fight Wardlow right now because he just had a match. Dutt challenges Wardlow to put his TNT title on the line against Jay Lethal at Battle of the Belts 3 this coming Saturday on TNT, and Wardlow accepts. Good. Should be a great match at Battle of the Belts this coming Saturday at Battle of the Belts 3. Can't wait to see where that leads. And that's going to be a great match, too. It's going to be a fantastic match. Jay Lethal and Wardlow, give that to me. So the Undisputed Era, oh, shoot. Well, the Undisputed Era did form, but the Undisputed Elite and Red Dragon, the Young Bucks, and Adam Cole made their way to the ring. Cole then asked the fans who was ready for story time with Adam Cole, BAYBAY. And Cole says that it feels good to be back in this ring with his friends. Cole then says that he's still not medically cleared to compete, but he also says that as a great leader, you figure out how you can fix any type of situation. Cole says that loyalty is everything. Cole also says that the Bucks can't participate in the Trios tournament because of him not being medically cleared to compete, Kyle not being medically cleared to compete, and if you're not going to pick Bobby Fish to be your partner, then you guys just can't compete. So obviously the Bucks, they did not take too kindly to this, but he says that Cole says that the Bucks won't be able to physically compete in that tournament. Cole, Fish, and O'Reilly then beat down the Young Bucks in a 3-on-2 attack. And Cole then is about to jump off the top rope. And so they had Nick Jackson's arm locked into a chair, right? And he was going to jump onto the second rope to possibly break the arm of Nick Jackson. But before he could, Hangman Adam Page made the save with a lead pipe, and Cole, O'Reilly, and Fish retreat onto the ramp. Page then helps Matt Jackson up. Okay, it was Matt Jackson, not Nick. But yeah, we go. This is the biggest storyline heading into All Out, people. This is going to be great. What's going on, Jago? This is going to be the biggest storyline heading into All Out. It is. Absolutely fantastic. Hangman Adam Page possibly rejoining up with the Young Bucks, possibly rejuvenating the Elite. and Adam Cole, Red Dragon. You guys know their history from NXT as the Undisputed Era. The Undisputed Era is pretty much back, but this time in AEW. Like I said in the open, this is going to be the biggest storyline heading into All Out, because with the possible Kenny Omega return, with Hangman Adam Page possibly being back with the Young Bucks, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see that. This is going to be great. I love it. I absolutely love it. So it's going to be great. We saw footage of earlier on in the parking lot. Jungle Boy attempts to run over Christian Cage, but security held him back. And then we had the second match of the night. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter taking on Thunderstorm and Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. The match was pretty good. The match was really good, actually. We had some good time for the women here tonight. And the thing is, we really don't get that often. And the thing is that the fact that this happened in the first hour of AEW Dynamite tonight, which is, again, like I say, very rare that it happens on AEW. I'm glad that Tony Khan wanted to give this match not only a chance, but to give this match some time for these women, because these women have been going at it for weeks, not only just on social media, but on television, and they deserve to have some time. So they did. They gave them some time on the first hour, and it was a great match. So we come back from a commercial break as we see Rosa hitting a stunner on Jamie Hayter. Toni then hits a crossbody from the top rope onto Hayter, and then Toni hit another crossbody from the top rope onto Hayter once again. Rosa then hits a Death Valley driver to Britt, and Britt then hits an air raid crash from the second rope to Toni Storm. Britt then hits a curb stomp onto Toni, and Britt then goes for the pinfall, but Rosa breaks it up with a drop kick to the back. Britt and Rosa then exchange a series of punches and chops. Britt then hits an air raid crash onto Rosa. Rosa and Toni then hit a double German suplex on both Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. A double Storm then accidentally hit a hip attack onto Rosa in the corner, and Hayter then hits a lariat, and she hit a lariat onto Toni, and that secured the victory. 1, 2, 3. Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker got the win over Thunderstorm in about 12 minutes. Again, it's not like 12 minutes is honestly a lot of time for the women on this show. So the fact that they actually gave them more than 10 minutes, it honestly does speak volumes. I don't know what this could lead to. That accidental hip toss into Thunder Rosa that is possibly going to be bringing up something. I want Thunder Rosa to turn heel on Toni Storm. So I think that could be the catalyst of that, but we just don't know. And we'll definitely find out in the weeks to come. But yeah, guys, this was a great match for the women. They gave them time, and that's all that we really ask for this women's division, because this women's division can be great. Those four are four of the best women that they got on that roster. And they gave them the opportunity to shine tonight, which is great. And I could not be more proud of all of them. You guys know I love Britt. You guys know I love Thunder. Jamie Hayter is an absolute stud at what she does. She is fantastic. She knows what she is doing in that ring. And Toni Storm, we all know Toni Storm is phenomenal. So they really put it out there on the line tonight. And it was great. It was great action. And could not be more proud of what they did tonight. So we found out that Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara were not there tonight due to them getting married. So congratulations to Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara on getting married. We knew they were engaged and everything like that. And trust me, we know about their relationship enough. But but regardless, in all seriousness, congratulations to Sammy and Ty. They're getting married in Paris. And Eddie Kingston then challenges Sammy to a match at All Out. So we'll possibly be seeing that at the pay-per-view, which is going to be great. I like Sammy. I like Eddie. Let's see what they can do in a one-on-one match at All Out. Is it random? Of course it is. That honestly, yeah, that's a really random match. But the thing is, I don't care. I love both of them, so I'm perfectly content with having those two face at All Out. We'll see what happens, because like All Out is like, I want to look at the date. I'm gonna look that up right now because there we go. So All Out 2022, when does that happen? September 4th. September 4th. So we'll easily get some more build-up heading into that. I mean, they have to. The show's in September. And we're only in the beginning of August, so they got to figure out some way to actually, make this make sense. But trust me, with the whole way that they were doing with the whole Jericho Appreciation Society, with the Blackpool Combat Club, with Kingston involved and all that stuff, they're going to make that work. They're going to make that make sense, and it's going to be a great match at All Out in September. So it's going to be great. Taz then announces that Team Taz has officially broken up. He wishes Powerhouse Hobbs, he wishes Ricky Starks, and he wishes Hook the best. But he just couldn't take it anymore. Team Taz is done. Which, honestly, I think is the right call. I think it really is the right call, because at the end of the day, Powerhouse Hobbs is going to be the future of this company. Not even the future. He is the now. And so is Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks is going to be, oh my God, he's so freaking good. He is so freaking good, guys. I love it. I love that they just kind of split ways. I do, because Powerhouse Hobbs, he screams heel. Screams it. Screams heel at the top of his lungs. And Ricky Starks, you saw the way that he was being shown the respect during the promo that he cut last week. Right? Ricky Starks was going to naturally turn into a babyface all on his own, just because everybody thinks and everybody knows that this kid has something. He was going to turn babyface. He would have to turn babyface regardless, because of the way the crowd was reacting towards him. But Powerhouse Hobbs took on Ren Jones, and the match starts off with Hobbs splashing Ren into the corner. Hobbs then hit a running power slam on Ren and followed it with a lariat for the win. 1, 2, 3. In 52 seconds, Powerhouse Hobbs picked up the win. Nothing too special here. I mean, they were just showing Powerhouse Hobbs in action. And it's got to be a dominant heel, right? So you got to get him in there with an opponent. Boom, there you go. Ren Jones, you get to have a payday, but you're going to get squashed by Powerhouse. That's fine. After the match, Ricky Starks then runs to the ring. Both Starks and Hobbs look for a brawl, and they do. But Hobbs gets the better of the two and does a spine buster before leaving up the ramp. Jim Ross then makes his entrance to do the second hour of AEW Dynamite for his commentary. You guys know that he does the second hour of commentary now for Dynamite. It's great. I love JR. I know people think that JR doesn't really have it anymore, but JR is fantastic at what he does. So I'm not really going to be saying whether he should retire or whether he just shouldn't. The man is an absolute legend in the commentary world, in the pro wrestling world. Just let him be him. Just let him be him. He is perfectly fine. And it was a great thing that he came out here because the next match was Matt Hardy versus Christian Cage, two people that he knows very well, and he's called many of their matches. This match was pretty damn solid. I didn't really expect much from this match, honestly. I know it's Christian Cage and I know it's Matt Hardy, but I didn't really expect much, actually. I really didn't. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the ages and everything like that. They're slowing down a little bit, but at the end of the day, this was great. I didn't really think anything of it, but it was pretty good. It really was. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. After the commercial break, we come back and we see Matt hit a superplex from the top rope onto Christian. Both men then exchange a series of punches. Matt then hits a back body drop onto Christian, followed by the 10 punches in the corner. Matt then hits a big back body drop onto Christian from the middle rope, and Christian then hits a diving headbutt on Matt hits a diving headbutt onto Christian from the top rope. And then Christian then chokes Matt against the bottom rope. And then Matt hits a side effect on the Christian and secures a very close near fall. Matt then hits a side effect on Christian from the apron. And then he goes for a running elbow drop, but Christian threw a table, but Christian moves out of the way. Crashing through the table does go Matt Hardy, and then Christian does hit the kill switch onto Matt to secure the win. 1, 2, 3. Christian Cage wins by pinfall in about 11 minutes. After the match, Christian then attempts to have a concerto onto Matt Hardy, but Luchasaurus distracts him, thus having Jungle Boy attempt to jump Christian from behind, but Christian retreats through the crowd. It's going to be a great match at All Out, guys. I really do. I think it's going to be Christian. I think it's going to be a tag match, honestly. I do. I think what Loft said last week is 100% true. I think he's going to have... I think they're going to have a tag match with Christian possibly getting somebody versus Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. I'm trying to remember the name that he suggested from his TNA days. His bodyguard from TNA. You guys know what I'm probably talking about. Those two versus Jurassic Express. I think that would be great. Honestly, I do think that the tag team match actually could be working a lot better than just a singles match between Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. I think we might actually get that before All Out, if anything. It's just the way that things were going and the way that honestly things are playing out right now on television. It looks like it really could just be Christian versus Jungle Boy at All Out, which I don't think is going to be a bad match. If that match happens, I don't think that's going to be a bad match by any means. I love Christian and I love Jungle Boy. I think those two are some of the best workers that they got in AEW. For sure, especially with Jungle Boy. But I think a tag match would just make a lot more sense. And there's still a reason to me as to why Luchasaurus is still just wearing all black. To me, there has to be something there. There has to be something there, or otherwise I'm just reading too much into it. If I'm reading too much into it, you guys can let me know. But there's a reason. Tony Khan, he does stuff for a reason. And I feel like if he's having Luchasaurus, rather, my bad. If he's having Luchasaurus keep continuing to wear the all black attire with the mask and with the pants and all that stuff, there's a reason for that for me. At least I feel that there's a reason for that. So I'm going to continue thinking that there's a reason until I get that reason, or it just does not happen and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is just him now. I don't know. I feel like there's a reason. Let me know if you guys think that there's a reason why Luchasaurus is wearing the all black still. Let me know. But after the match, we had after all that took place, I should say, Ethan Page is in the ring after we come back from commercial break and asks why he isn't on TV every single week. Why doesn't he have an action figure? Page says that he deserves better. Page then says that the fans aren't buying his t-shirts on Shop AEW. They're buying Punks. They're buying Orange Cassidy and many other superstars that just don't deserve it. When Page is left off television, they are leaving money on the table by not using him. Stokely Hathaway then gives Page his business card, and both men leave together up the ramp. I love it. I love it. I do. I think Ethan Page does deserve better. I've been actually saying this. A lot recently, that Ethan Page deserves to have more spotlight on him, because he's not only great on the mic, but he is fantastic in that ring. So, with all that being said, him being a part of Stokely's group with Hathaway, that's Stokely, Phil, my bad, with obviously the baddies in Jade Cargill and the newly acquired Lee Moriarty, he's building something here, right? And he's building a future. He's building a future for Lee Moriarty. He's going to build a future for Ethan Page. He's obviously building a future for Jade Cargill and the rest of the baddies, and Kira and Velvet. It's a great thing. So I see no problem at all, honestly, having Ethan Page join up with the baddies and Stokely Hathaway. I don't know what happens now with Dan Lambert and them, especially with Scorpio Sky. I don't know what happens with that tag team, Men of the Year, and Dan Lambert, because that is where they were before all this Stokely Hathaway stuff with him. But honestly, if you want my opinion, I'm actually thinking I'm going to like this a little bit better. I am. I think this is going to be a better role for him. I think he and Lee Moriarty possibly being a team could be really cool to see, especially within the Stokely Hathaway company or whatever they're calling it. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is honestly going to be a better fit for him, and we'll see where it leads. I am very intrigued indeed. So I really want to see where it goes, and I think we will see that over the next few weeks for sure, heading into All Out. I would love to see Ethan Page versus Wardlow for the title. I would have loved to see Ethan Page versus Wardlow for the TNT Championship, possibly at All Out. I really would. I think that would be a great fit for him, and for Wardlow. I think that would be a great opportunity for the baddies and the rest of the whole group that Stokely's making to get on television. Obviously, Jay's most likely going to have to defend that TBS championship against two, most likely against. I think it's either going to have to be Athena or who the heck was the other one? Oh, Chris Statlander. It's most likely going to have to be one against one of those two. And then if Ethan Page got an opportunity against Wardlow for the TNT Championship, I would not be mad at that at all. Or if Stokely Hathaway could have gotten a triple threat out of this, Lee Moriarty, Ethan Page, and possibly Wardlow for the TNT Championship, that would be even cool too. I don't know. But there's a lot of moving parts here, and there's a lot of possibilities that can happen now with Ethan Page being a part of the baddies with Stokely Hathaway. It's going to be absolutely great. I can't wait to see where that goes from there. We had the dumpster match between the Acclaimed and the Gunn Club. This was great. This was great. I loved all of this. So during. Okay, so they're not. So they didn't say anything about the rap that took place. But yeah, just know it was an absolute savage of a rap by Max Caster, mentioning the retirement of Vince McMahon, mentioning a positive COVID test for Biden. Obviously, calling them the Ass Boys because that's their gimmick and that's their team name. Obviously, the whole scissor thing. I mean, that happened. Yeah, it was crazy. The Vince McMahon line. I knew they were gonna do one. I you just had to do one at one point, right? And it wasn't gonna happen on Friday because they taped that stuff. So you had to put it for this week, and they definitely did. They definitely mentioned Vince McMahon retiring on this week's Dynamite. So that did happen. So we're back from commercial break as we see Bowens and Austin Gunn brawling on the top of the dumpster. Austin then throws Bowens off the dumpster onto some trash cans. Colin then suplexes Caster onto the stage. And Colton then hits a neck breaker on Bowens on the ramp. Bowens then hits Colton with a garbage can. And then Caster then throws Austin off the stage into the dumpster. Then throws Austin. Caster then hits an elbow drop off the stage onto Colton through a table. It was like one of the tunnels. So he climbed up to the top of one of the tunnels and he jumped off through a table with an elbow drop, the mic drop. And yeah, it went through the table, crashing through it. The table absolutely exploded. And then Caster then threw him into the dumpster, closed the lid, and secured the victory. An 8-minute match. It wasn't really anything too special, but it was just a way to get the Acclaimed over once again. And the thing is, guys, they are getting more over week in and week out, and it's fantastic. I love it. After the match, the Acclaimed then pushed a dumpster off the stage with Colton and Austin Gunn still trapped inside. Absolutely great. Absolutely great stuff right there. And I love it. I love it. We then had the main event. My bad. Wheeler Yuta and Chris Jericho. Pretty much the winner got an AEW Interim World Championship match next week on Dynamite. But Chris Jericho already had that opportunity. So if Wheeler Yuta won, he would get the shot. So I just took this as whoever wins this match gets an AEW Interim World Championship opportunity next week at Quake by the Lake. That's pretty much what this was. This was like pretty much a number one contenders match for the interim AEW World Championship. That's just how I took it, right? So it was a great match, though. Oh my God, this was fantastic. Wheeler Yuta's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Chris Jericho, we all know how good Chris Jericho is. I don't care if anybody really doesn't like Chris Jericho nowadays. I don't know how you don't like him. The man's revolutionized his career over the last few decades. The man continues to evolve week in, week out with different gimmicks every single time that are absolutely intriguing and relevant. The whole Jericho Appreciation Society, that's phenomenal stuff that he is doing right there with the whole sports entertainment type garbage. Listen, guys, if you guys aren't into the whole sports entertainment type thing that they're doing with the Jericho Appreciation Society, you guys are the exact reason. Well, not the reason. You guys are the exact audience that they're trying to piss off. If you guys are getting pissed off by it, you're the reason why this whole thing exists for them, right? So it just works. And the thing is, they're poking fun. They're making fun of the whole sports entertainment type garbage that happens all the time. They're poking fun at it. Either you can't take a joke, or honestly, here's the thing: you can either take the joke for what it is at face value, or step aside, because that's what they're going to be doing for, I want to say, the foreseeable future. But it's pretty set in stone what they are going to be doing for the next few months, at least until Chris Jericho thinks of something else other than a group and everything like that, possibly wanting to do another group just to get other people over, like 2.0, like Anna Jay. Jake Hager's already an established star, and so is Sammy Guevara. So the whole Jericho Appreciation Society is really for Jericho, it's really for Anna Jay, and it's really for 2.0. They're phenomenal at what they do anyway, but getting the rub from Chris Jericho, that is huge for people like Anna Jay and 2.0. Anna Jay is 24 years old, and she's getting this rub by Chris Jericho. How special does it have to feel for her? Like, I don't know how you guys don't like it. I don't know how people really don't like it. I'm not saying you guys, like, as in you guys in the chat or watching this right now. I'm saying you guys as a general sense, because a lot of people don't like this. A lot of people don't like what Jericho's doing. And I just don't understand why. It makes sense for what's happening right now in the world of pro wrestling. It makes sense of what they are doing right now for what they want to accomplish with Jericho, with 2.0, with Anna Jay, Sammy Guevara, Ty Conti. It makes sense. So I embrace it. I applaud it. I want to see more of this. So I just continue to enjoy the ride. I do. So it was a great match. Wheeler Yuta, obvious superstar in the making. Not even obvious. Well, no, it's an obvious. It's obvious that he's a superstar, and he's just phenomenal at what he does. So I absolutely love the way that they've been using Wheeler. Claudio Castagnoli made an appearance. Jericho, he's fantastic. Everything about this match is great, and this is the main event of the show. Oh, Loft, what's up, my man?
Yeah, I had some stuff to handle. My fault.
No worries, man. We're at the main event, so I'll just give you. So I'll just give a quick rundown of what happened. I mean, you pretty much saw the show, but
Yeah.
What did you think of the first match between Jay Lethal and Cassidy?
The finish was great. I enjoy heel Jay Lethal more than I enjoy face Lethal. I think
Okay.
I don't like Sanjay Dutt. I think his voice is annoying, but I understand his purpose. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
he's
kind of the
cool.
point, I think.
Yeah. But Orange Cassidy lost and he sucks. So I'm happy to see that.
Oh, boo! That he does not suck. He did
No, he
great
sucks.
tonight. He did not suck tonight. That was great.
It was a good match though.
It was a really good match, and they gave him time too. They gave him about, like, what, 13, 14 minutes, I heard. So it's pretty
Yeah.
good. So we then had the Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Thunderstorm match. I thought that was fantastic. I did. They
That
at
was
least
my
gave him
favorite match.
time, and the thing is, it was on the first hour of the show. Very rare that it happens in the first hour.
But why did they win? Why did Britt
Jamie
and
Hayter and Britt Baker,
yes?
they're the Golden Girls. You know that.
That's ridiculous. Didn't Tony get pinned?
No, it was Tony did, not Thunder. Of course, Thunder wasn't going to get pinned.
None of them said. Oh my gosh.
The ending of the match saw Tony Storm hitting like a hip attack accidentally into Thunder Rosa, which I think could possibly be a catalyst towards some sort of heel turn, possibly for Thunder. I would love that. And then we can possibly see Thunder and Tony again. Maybe, I don't know, but that's just the way I took it. If it was going to be an accidental hip toss into Thunder by mistake, that's the way I took it. But Jamie Hayter getting the win over Tony. I think they really only won here so that we can possibly get a heel turn for one of the two members of Thunderstorm. That's how I took it. I don't know about anybody else in the whole IWC or wrestling landscape here on YouTube land, but that's the way I took it. So we'll see where that goes. And they gave him about like 12 minutes, which is honestly insane. The fact that they gave them more than 10 minutes on the show tonight, it showed. and it really was a good tag match too. After that, Team Taz was there, and he said, yeah, Team Taz is done. Team Taz is done.
Thank God.
Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, his son Hook, they are done.
Good to me.
He wishes all of them the best, but he's just fed up with it. He can't take it anymore. They're done.
Made a good decision.
Powerhouse Hobbs then had a 1-minute match against Ren Jones. Powerhouse has just been awful.
Poor Ren.
Poor Ren Jones. But after that, dude, forget Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs being the future of this company. Forget about it. Forget about it. They're the right now. They are the right now. Put them in the fucking ring together, bro. Put them in the fucking ring.
I hope so.
I want it. They fucking killed it in that brawl. Do it. Do it. They are phenomenal, bro. Ricky Starks, we all knew how great he was. And Powerhouse Hobbs, you know the way that I've been feeling about Powerhouse ever since he honestly came here.
Yeah, sure.
These two are phenomenal at what they do, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I don't know if this happens out All Out in September, but get them in the ring because they'll do something special.
Yeah.
We then had Matt Hardy and Christian.
I didn't like that.
I didn't expect much heading into this match.
I did not like this match, bro. I didn't like it.
I didn't expect much heading into it. And maybe that could be just because of the whole age thing. I don't know. They're getting older. They're getting slower in the ring. But I don't know. They gave them 11 minutes to just go out there, rekindle the rivalry. At this point in time, JR was on commentary, who's called a ton of their matches. I don't know. I just wasn't really expecting much. And honestly, we really didn't get that much out of it. Was it decent? It was decent because it's Matt Hardy and Christian, but it's the older versions of them. And the thing is that they're doing different types of styles now, and the way that they are being back within the company. I don't know. I just didn't really expect much.
I didn't know what to expect. It was more of just watching it just to watch it. It was I didn't know how I felt just about like the actual energy of the match, you know. I never was a big fan of watching Matt Hardy and Christian wrestle together, like at least each other. So seeing them like slow down, it was just like it wasn't my favorite match tonight. They had some good spots in it though, but it wasn't my favorite match tonight.
Like Tyler is saying right here, he was happy that they had a table spot involved there. The table spot would have been very iffy for me, depending on who was going through it, and honestly how the spot was going to be taken. That spot was actually pretty safe for the way that it was going to go down, but we've seen some mishaps before when it comes to tables in AEW. sometimes when it comes to these kind of competitors, I don't really like those high spots, but it worked out in the end for this one.
Yeah.
So they gave them like a good 11 minutes just to go out there, entertain the crowd, rekindle a rivalry, and then Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, they came out to help to help Matt Hardy from getting a concerto spot. Luchasaurus is still wearing all black, dude. There's a fucking reason. He's still coming out in all black. There's still something to me. I don't know what it is, but there's something there.
I don't think they know either.
Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, and I'll just be fucking mesmerized when a tag match happens all out, and he'll just be in colors once again. I might be just reading too much into it, but for me, there's just something there.
I hope there is, for the show's sake.
I don't like, and he still has like the whole demonic like music like Kane vibe to him. So it's not like he's not like happy-go-lucky dinosaur anymore. They kept his music. There's something, I don't know. But Jungle Boy's over as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But Jungle Boy's over as fuck. You saw that crowd tonight with the whole waving with their arms. Oh my god, that entire arena was doing it.
They were hyped.
And he was supposed to be banned from the arena.
That's what threw me off. I looked away for a second, and then I saw he was in there. I was like, when did he get there? I was so confused for a second.
So, what'd you think of that Ethan Page promo with him leaving with Stokely?
I was hoping it didn't lead into a pipe bomb because I thought it was going that way, and I was like, oh, please don't go this direction. And then thankfully it stopped. So
I actually like that he's with Stokely, though. I do. I like it.
I mean, yeah, Stokely's about to be the biggest like manager in the company in a little bit.
Ethan Page became a baddie tonight, like Aiden said. Like he's a part of the baddies, and the thing is, I don't mind that. I don't know what happens with Scorpio Sky now with him because Men of the Year was a thing,
mm-hmm.
and him being with Dan Lambert. But honestly, if you want my opinion, I like this better for him. I do. Stokely's great, so we'll see where it goes. I'm just happy for it.
It should be good. I don't think be bad or anything. I'm just waiting, really.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts to that. With him joining the baddies instead of being with Dan, there's a lot of moving parts. So, hell, maybe he can even get to Scorpio. Maybe he can get to Scorpio. He can get there, and Men of the Year could be a part of it. That's honestly a really good idea, Aiden. I didn't even really think of that. Dumpster match, the Acclaimed, Gun Club.
Max Caster is amazing.
Max Caster. I knew there was going to be a mention of Vince's retirement. There had to have been. There had to have been, and they did.
It's very, very good.
And then obviously, listen, the freaking COVID-19 Biden test. Oh my god! Of course.
I wasn't expecting that one at all.
I didn't expect that one. No, I was like, oh my god.
He is great.
And then of course he called them Yes Boys because that's their gimmick and that's their legit name. Yeah. So there you go. It was about an 8-minute dumpster match. Like it wasn't really anything too special, but it got the job what it needed to be done for, and the Acclaim continued to get over every single week.
Yeah, they become one of my least favorite teams to one of my favorite teams very quickly. So they're getting up there.
They were organically turning babyface, and at the end of the day, Tony Khan probably just sat them down saying, "Listen, you guys are just getting way too over for your own good. Let's see what this babyface turn can do. Like, just see what happens." And it worked out for the best of them.
I don't think it hurt that much, you know.
Oh, it definitely didn't hurt at all. I mean, they're crazy right now with the whole the scissor stuff. That's what really got it over.
That's fun.
Like that's what really got things over. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, good match for what it was there. And then obviously it was the main event: Chris Jericho and Wheeler Yuta. Winner pretty much you got an AEW Interim World Title match next week at Quake by the Lake.
I didn't watch this. I knew Jericho was going to win, and it made me mad.
Yeah, I knew Jericho was going to win, but this was a fantastic match. I actually gave him a good 20 minutes.
Okay.
Which is fantastic. I mean, like, well, no, I shouldn't say 20. It started around 9:40, but with entrances and everything like that, because everybody loves singing to Judas, it kind of took about 5 minutes for him to get to the ring. So it pretty much like took 8 minutes of entrances, and then they had like about a 12, 13-minute match.
Yeah.
But a really good match here for Jericho, for Yuta. Yuta's phenomenal. I think we all know that, though. Like, Yuta's fantastic, especially with him being the pure champion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Yuta then hit three tope suicidas onto Jericho in a row, which is great. Jericho then hit a backbreaker onto Yuta. He then goes for a lion salt, but Yuta gets the knees up. Jericho then hits the code breaker onto Yuta in midair to secure a very close near fall. Yuta then locks in Jericho in an STF, but Jericho grabs Floyd, the baseball bat, and Jericho then hits a low blow on Yuta while Aubrey was trying to get Floyd out of the ring. Jericho then locks in the walls of Jericho to secure a submission victory. And in about 12 and a half minutes, Chris Jericho, he will now get Jon Moxley at Quake by the Lake for the AEW World Title next week on Dynamite. This is the first ever Quake by the Lake loft, so I don't know what's really going to happen here. We usually get like these types of specials with, like, obviously we saw the not War Games, but what's their equivalent to that? Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
They had that. Obviously AEW Grand Slam, that's like a huge staple for like an AEW Dynamite show. It's probably just going to be another one like those, and we're going to be getting some great matches there. It should be a good show, though. It really should. And at the end of the day, we're just all trying to get to All Out in September. That's what this is all for.
We got a Jade Cargill Open challenge. I want to see
We
the
do.
answer.
I don't know if that leads to a debut or not, but imagine we see something again.
Well, the time will tell now.
Or it could be Athena. Or it could be Chris. Or it could just be anybody. But yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's someone that I know will be a good match. I don't want someone to walk out there just to get beat in 10 seconds, you know?
How about if it was Abaddon?
That's different. That's Abaddon. I love Abaddon, but she'll have to go down, you know? She would have to.
Honestly, it like, for me, it has to be Chris Statlander for me.
That means she's going to lose.
I don't want her to lose, though.
That means Jade's going to lose.
I don't fucking know.
That means Jade's going to lose most likely, and I'm going to call you in a fit of rage.
Wait, so you think Jade loses the title next week?
If Chris Statlander walks out.
How about Athena?
No.
Athena would lose.
Yes.
I know.
That's it. Either those two or Red Velvet comes back and she answers it, and then you just flip it. She gets mad that they replaced her with Layla Gray, and then you do something like that. Yeah, keep it 100 away from me.
Keep it 100. Who calls her that?
She said that like a month ago, and ever since then, I just had a bad taste in my mouth when I think of her, right? She said, "Keep it 100." No one has ever said that in the history of the world. I don't like that.
Yeah, I never heard that before.
You just said it, and I was like, "All right, okay."
I heard 10. I heard 10 times 10, 100, but not keeping it 100. Like what?
Keep it 100. I said, "What is that?
What is that?
Keeping what? No.
Oh, I have to ask you before we leave, because this is pretty much the end of the show. What did you think of Adam Cole kicking the Young Bucks' asses tonight and rejoining with Red Dragon?
That was great. I'm so happy to see the Young Bucks in pain.
And Hangman Adam Page helped the Young Bucks. Bro,
that was great.
This is going to be the biggest storyline heading into All Out.
That was really. I thought Omega was going to come out.
I wanted Kenny. Dude, when I was making the thumbnail for it tonight, I was pretty much banking on Kenny Omega coming back because I had Kenny Omega in the freaking thumbnail with with the title and everything. I had to change it to Hangman, but I'm fine with either one of them. I know Hangman's coming. I know Kenny's coming back eventually. Like he has to come back for this.
Not before too long. I mean, I really thought it was going to be Kenny, honestly.
Because there was a sign saying, "Where's Kenny?" And then I saw like the whole Omega symbol and everything like that. Like I thought like the freaking Batman symbol was like illuminating in the skies because the Omega symbol showed up. Like he's coming back. Like you have to involve him in this.
I thought it was. I really thought it was.
That was fantastic. It really was. And the thing is, I know honestly, a ton of people were pretty shocked that it was Hangman, mainly because they really just didn't understand why Hangman would just help the Young Bucks all of a sudden. Now they were actually doing stuff like that for being the Elite, so they were honestly kind of using Hangman and a lot of Young Bucks stuff on the BTE show. So they were obviously bringing that to Dynamite tonight. It's just great. And the thing is, I don't know if you heard this or not. Earlier today, there were reports coming out that Tony Khan is expanding some roles within his company. Tony Schiavone got a new role within the company. Madison Rayne is now in AEW, and she's pretty much going to be spearheading storylines for the women's division now, which is great. Jim Ross got a new position. And there's many other positions here in AEW and on the creative side of things. And I think that's going to be a great thing for Tony Khan so that he doesn't have so much on his plate.
Yeah. That was a good decision. I wonder if Madison's going to wrestle, though.
Madison, they said on Dynamite tonight that Madison is going to be making her debut, so she might actually be wrestling.
Cool.
Like on Friday.
I'm interested. If they, you know what I need her to do? Call Angela Love, call Velvet Sky, and call Lacey Von Erich, and then just beat up Britt Baker every week. That would be.
And Mance Warner. Mance Warner is going to be on Rampage too.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. So he won a battle royal at like the Ric Flair last match show or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But apparently he's getting like an AEW Interim World Championship Eliminator match on Rampage on Friday. So he's going up against Moxley. He's most likely going to lose that. I mean, I don't think he would beat Mox.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah. So obviously some news heading out of AEW when it comes to the creative side of things. The Triple H effect, man. Tony Khan wanted to get a creative team. It looks like he got somebody.
Finally.
And yeah, so there's that. signing Lacey Von Botch would be crazy. Oh my god. Oh, he's calling out your girl.
She's not my girl. I just remember her from the video. I mean, if you're gonna do it all the way. I think she was a part of it until she got like released.
Yeah, she was. So I don't know. This was a really good episode of Dynamite, though, and we're gonna get a great Dynamite for Quake by the Lake. We're gonna get really good episodes heading into All Out at the beginning of September, and then September 21st is when I'll be there again. And I can't wait to see that. I hope we get Kenny. I hope we get Kenny Bryan too for some reason. I don't know why. I just think that would be a wet dream for for everybody that's involved at Arthur Ashe Stadium. We saw Kenny and Bryan too, but that's most likely not going to happen. We're probably going to get something else. Bryan's going to be on that show. He has to be, and so is Punk. Hopefully Punk at least. But yeah, this is a great show. Couldn't be more proud of what Tony did tonight. Vince, you retired, and you were mentioned on Dynamite tonight, so you were probably punching the air.
Hey man, Young Bucks got beat up. That's all I care about.
Yes, and that was really cool too. But yeah, guys, that's it. Wow, thank you so much for joining me for the final portions of this show. Listen, I don't even care that you came in late or whatever. You don't have to do what you had to do. That comes first. That's priority.
I had to make sure that I saw you recording, but I couldn't get in at first, so I had to wait for a little bit. But
obviously, priorities, bro. No worries. But yeah, I think Lav's getting ready for his stream right now. I am going to be getting ready for my stream. I got 7 tournaments to do that tonight, guys. So we'll be here. We will be right there on twitch.tv/phillymat_ and twitch.tv/LoftNotFamous over there. He's most likely going to be doing it's probably the WCW stuff.
I might play the Tony Hawk game. I'm not sure.
Oh, the Tony Hawk game.
It looks fun, so
yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
I wanted to check it out today. I wanted to get through the tutorial and everything like that, but then all of a sudden I had to go to work. And then I had to set up things for here. And then Dynamite came on. And then the stream came on. And I really couldn't just touch it. But hopefully on Thursday, tomorrow, when we don't have a recording session, I can get through that, John. And oh god, I fucking said it. God damn it. Shit.
Got him, man.
Shit. Got it again. Get through that and just play. I don't even know if it's even multiplayer, but if it is,
I think it is. I don't know. I'm only like on like the first thing, so I don't know.
If it is, I'm gonna kick your ass.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
I'll run up on you, slam you with my board.
I used to do that back in. Oh my gosh, Tony Hawk Underground 2.
Tony Hawk Underground 2. I always just ran around and whacked people with my skateboard.
Good times, man.
The Tony Hawk Underground games are just goated, and I don't care what anybody says. I had like 2 separate saves, right? I had one for like my actual normal character, and then the other one, I remember where you can legitimately just like make a skull face and like a skull body, and like I had a separate one just for that. I just thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Once I start like getting like acclimated with it, I'm gonna start customizing everything. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be so good, man. I love that Tony Hawk is back on the PlayStation. I mean, they're remastered games as far as I'm aware of. Like these are remastered games for the PlayStation, right? Yeah.
I think so, because one of them I know is old. I haven't played one in a very long time, so I don't know which ones like were remastered and which one's the actual real one. But I know Skate 2 is coming out too, so that should be
Skate 2. I loved the original Skate, so I'm definitely gonna get Skate 2. Phil dropping a rap album? No, that's off. That's off over here.
Okay.
That's off over here. That's most likely going to be dropping that. He'll be dropping some Vince references too.
I can do that. I can do that.
You can get that, dude. Come on now.
I think about it.
You released a Christmas album, okay? You can get some Vince. You can get some Vince stuff in there.
I gotta call Batch, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And guys, if you have the PlayStation now, you guys can legitimately get that Tony Hawk game with us. It's free for the August.
Yeah.
It's free for the August stuff. So go get that. I want to play old God of War on PlayStation. I think God of War is actually the last time I checked, it was actually on one of those months.
I'm pretty sure you can find it on there. I'm pretty sure you can find one of them.
Well, at least a discounted version of one of them.
I know, like the newest one is on there, but I'm not sure like how far it goes back.
Yeah, I definitely saw a God of War on there that had like some sort of a discount, so it's probably there. Just gotta do some digging to find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, that was it. AEW's in the books once again. Friday for Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage. Cody Rhodes liked my tweet, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. That honestly got a lot more traction than I thought, because it's like it's only had 3 retweets, but it got like 55 likes, and it got like some pretty good traction. I was like, holy shit.
I was looking at it. I was like, what is this? I didn't even realize at first.
And I had to use the Cody counter, or the countdown to Cody. I
saw that, and I was like, I didn't think it would actually do it, and you definitely used it.
And made all the sense in the world to do countdown to Cody. And then I made my video earlier today when I saw that he liked it, and I had to tag in Tyler because he met the dude before. And I'm like, Tyler, what do I do next? What do I do? What do I do to meet this man? Because you're the one that met him. So what do I do? Do I continue the conversation? Do I do this? Do I do that? Like, what do I do? And he actually commented. He's like, just tag him, bro. He's usually very active when it comes to like fan tweets. So just, if you ever have something to say, just tag him. And I'm like, cool. Listen, I might be the American mark, but I don't care. I love Cody Rhodes, okay?
Hey, man.
I love Cody Rhodes. Listen, I'm the American Nightmare 2.0, man. People want me to get the neck tattoo. That's that badly.
That'd be funny.
It wouldn't be there. It really wouldn't. If I wanted to get the American Nightmare logo on me, it would probably be on the shoulder, if anything.
Hey.
But listen, I mean, I already made a bet anyway that once we get 1,000 subscribers, I have to do something for the tattoo. So
you got that.
So
you got that.
Hopefully I'm out of his house by then. That way I can actually, be allowed to get one. Because if I ever just showed up tomorrow with a tattoo that my grandmother did not know about, she'd flip a gasket on me.
Gotta hide it, bro.
Gotta hide it, right? But yeah, guys, that's it. We're gonna get ready for our streams. Hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Subscribe to your channel if you haven't already, as we're on the road to 600 subscribers. That's freaking crazy to me. We're on the road to 1,000, but 600 is really our goal right now. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Go to the links down in the description below. Go follow us. All of our social medias are down there. And finally, bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. Like I said, guys, thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. And I did make an announcement earlier on in the stream. Well, I didn't make an announcement, but I said thank you to Panda again for allowing us to be there yesterday. It was one of the most positive chat rooms that we honestly really ever had. And and it was just a great opportunity for us. And we'll be back at it again Tuesday, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Here we go.
I'm excited.
It won't be that structure every single time because obviously I think we might have some guests along the way or whatever, but it's going to be really good. It's going to be really fun. And yeah, so let's do it. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Bonfire. You know the drill. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace. We'll see you next time.